Today is going to be a pretty big day. Another big milestone is going to happen today. I hope we're going to hook up the complete battery to the system here. Today we're going to hook up all the batteries. Well, that battery, the battery in the back, and supply 400 volts into here. I've tried 60 volts, everything's fine, but I've never connected the full battery voltage, and it's around 400 volts right now. Yeah, so the plan today is to have full battery voltage to the high voltage box, and and have these wheels spinning on full battery voltage. Let me just show you around before I continue on here. You guys haven't seen this yet, but in there is the DC-DC converter. Here's the battery charger. There's the battery, the cover sitting over there. That's going to go on here. The factory location for the factory battery, 12-volt battery. And here, this is the lead from the DC to DC converter. And here is where my spare tire is going to go. Still, I did not want to use this space. I really wanted to make this look like a factory type of installation, so I really wanted to keep the spare tire in here. Yeah, and today is going to be the first time that this car is going to be sitting on its wheels in about 8 months. Last time this car sat on the ground had its original engine in it, but now things are a bit different now. So yeah, so I know it's a bit of a mess in here. I still may clean some of this up, but once it's all said and done, there'll be 400 volts at this cable and between that cable and that cable right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tidy this up a little bit more. I mean, there's still a bit of work to do in here. I mean, I still have to do the power steering pump, which sits back right there. So I have to put oil on that. The cabin heat can wait. I still got to do something with this box and that box. That's for the BMS leads from this battery and that battery. And here is this is going to be my final electrical connection right here. It's going to plug that sucker in. There'll be 400 volts there. Oof. Okay, but first of all, I don't want to hook up the 400 volts inside this garage just in case shit were to hit the fan. So I'm going to put the car in the ground, roll it outside. That's the whole idea behind the tent. And I'm gonna do the final hookups outside just in case something were to go wrong. All right. Oh, and one more thing. Just want to make sure that you guys realize this is not a temporary connection here. This is only put here temporarily, just for the initial hooking up of the 400 volts. So if there's a problem, if there's a short somewhere, these little fuses will pop first before the main fuse, like these fuses pop. These fuses are only going to be 3 to 5 amps. That one's 250 amps and that one's 80. That's another temporary one. I'm just being extra cautious here. Once the back's on the ground, I don't know. know if this is gonna go high enough. Okay. I wonder if it'll roll under its own power with the temporary battery connected to it. Let's just see. Okay, here's the setup. We have a 48 volt battery right there, hooked up with some very long number 12 wire going into the high voltage box. The 12 volt battery is connected in the trunk. I'm going to turn the car on, put it in reverse, and roll the car 10 feet out into the driveway. Oh, and I have a 20 amp fuse right there. All right. This is how we'll see if this works. This is the first time the car has actually moved under its own electric power. All right. And this is the first time the car has been on the ground in about 8 months. Oh boy. I am nervous. Key is on. I don't even know if the brakes work. Car's in reverse. Holy shit. Oh, forward. Oh. Wow, dude. This is eerie. I could be here all day. I think there may be an issue here. Well, there is, because reverse has more power than forward. There might be something wrong with the code, I don't know. Or I might have something wrong. Oh, there it is. First time outside. The front looks okay. It's just the rear seems to be sitting a little low. I'm gonna have to do something with the springs. Something. I don't know what though, but something. But yeah, this is the first time this car has been outside under its own power. All right. Okay. Fuse is in. The low amperage fuses are in the back. I see no smoke, which is very good. I didn't hear anything. I didn't smell anything, at least so far. Here we have the voltmeter. All right, let's see what kind of voltage we have. So we are on the battery cables right here and here. Oh, no, here and here. 386 volts. Okay. I'm gonna turn the car on and we'll see what happens there. Well, when I turn the car on, just so let me punch over here. So when the key is in the on position, the minus most contactor will close immediately. This timer over here will time out for about 2 seconds, I think, just to give it the pre-charge enough time to charge the inverter, and then over here this contactor will close. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, before that happens, I want to show you I have the fire extinguisher ready. The fire and the hose over there is ready for any craziness that might happen. So, all right, here we go. I still hear the pump going, which is good. Let's see if we still have voltage here. Right there. So on the load side of the contactor, positive, and the load side, the negative most post of the battery. So all right, actually I can hear the inverter humming away. Holy shit, dudes. Holy man, this is crazy going on. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, let me check. Let me pull up the web page. Google Chrome. Oh yeah. Select the Wi-Fi, the inverter Wi-Fi. Oh, checking. Well, I don't know if this phone's going to allow me to. Keep connection. Okay, that worked. This is a new phone actually. Let me close all this. I'll go over here. Type in 192. Right, one right there. Go. Come on. Oh, look at that. All right, we got voltage, we got a little bit of current, and we got power. I guess that current there is the that's what the inverter is using at the moment. Car's in neutral, so let me put the sucker in drive and see if this thing moves. Drive. It's moving under its own power, battery power now. Woohoo! Wow! I just remembered when I programmed the VCU, the torque command is only at, I think it's at 100, like the lowest. Well, I don't know if it's the lowest, but it's at 100. So there's very, very little torque going to the wheels at the moment. Oh man. Well, guys, I think I need a coffee after all that. I'm just gonna let the car sit here, leave it on for I don't know, for half an hour, just to make sure nothing crazy happens. But wow, this is the first time the car has rolled under its own Chevy Volt power. It is very, very close to driving on the road. I just got to figure out the battery charging system, which isn't that big of a deal. And that thing was drawing less than 3 amps, because the fuse in here is 3 amps. So it took less than 3 amps to move the car back and forth just now. Oh, excellent, excellent. And over here, there's the wires for the DC to DC control, and the wires here for the battery charger. All right, guys, this is a big one for me. This was huge, and I'm gonna close all this up over here, close all that up, put the cover on it, make it safe, button up the battery there, put the bracket on. Who knows, maybe put the spare tire back in here, put the factory cover in here, and then over here I'll have to figure out how to cover all this up. Oh, whew. What a relief, dudes. You have no idea. It's time to wash the car a bit. That's 9 months of dust on there. And I have to figure out something about this rear suspension. Seems to be sitting a little low. I don't know if this car ever came with lowering springs or not, because it sat low even before. over there too. Oh, those stripes right there, that's just tape. I was doing some wrist repairs, but that's nothing. Yeah, this car always sat a little low. I don't. I think these springs are lowering springs. I think maybe I'll go to the junkyard and get some factory springs and see if that will help raise the car a bit. Okay, thank you very much. Time to shut this thing down. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.